Hi friends, welcome to Malarkarthick channel. We are going on a road trip from Dubai to Salalah. I am going to show you how it was in this video. Come, let's watch the video. In this video, I will show you how to exit the UAE, how to enter Oman and where to stay in Salalah. If you are planning to visit Salalah, this video will be very useful for you. So please do not skip this video. The visa fees for Oman will be 50 dirhams for adults, 5 Omani riyals in Oman currency. I didn't apply for an Oman visa online before because when I checked on Google, it said that for international trips you need to have at least 6 months of passport validity. So I decided not to apply. I was worried that if I took a visa and then they did not allow me inside, it would be waste. That's why I did not apply for a visa beforehand. Additionally, my husband's profession is in the engineer category, so I did not apply for an online visa. I went directly to the immigration office and got it stamped there. Remember, before you go, check your category and see if you have that option, so you do not need to apply for a visa. If you do not have the right category, they won't allow you inside without a visa. Before we left Dubai, we decided to book a room in Salalah. We took the number from Google and asked about the cost of rooms available in Salalah hotels. In many hotels, rooms are not available as they are fully booked. In some hotels, only 1 or 2 rooms are available. When we inquired about the cost, they said a little high. In Salalah, it is the season time, so almost everyone has booked in advance. We didn't book a room. We went directly to Salalah and then we had to book a room. We have now reached the Al City. Now we are going to cross the Al Maziyad border. Here they will print the UAE exit stamp in the passport. There is a charge for 30 dirhams for the exit stamp per person. If the car loan is not completed, they will not allow to cross the border. Once we get the exit stamp from the UAE, they will check if our car has Oman insurance. If we do not have Oman insurance, we will need to get Oman insurance for our car. To get car insurance, you need to show the original mulkaya and driving license. Mulkaya is the car registration card given to the vehicle owner. In India, we call it in the RC book. Similarly, in the UAE, it is called the mulkaya. When we get UAE car insurance, it includes coverage for Oman as well. That's why we did not have to go through this procedure there. In 10 to 15 minutes, the immigration process will be over. Once the immigration process is complete, they will stamp the Oman entry on your passport. There was a SIM card shop called Oman Tel in the immigration office, so we bought a SIM card there. SIM cards are also available at petrol stations. We can also buy a SIM card. We downloaded the offline map and brought it with us. But in case we miss any route or emergency, if there is a local SIM card, it will be very helpful for us. That's why we bought a SIM card at the immigration office. The price of the SIM card varies depending on the package we choose. We have now crossed the Oman border. The petrol station is only 5 km from the Oman border. In Oman, Oman Oil and Al Maha are the 2 petrol stations that we see the most. The petrol price in Oman is less than the petrol price in the UAE. For 1 liter of petrol, you will get 1 dirham less in Oman compared to the UAE. The route we are taking to reach Salalah is from the Oman border to Ibri, then from Ibri to Haima, followed by Haima to Tumrait, and finally from Tumrait to Salalah. This is the shortcut route, so we have chosen this route to reach Salalah. We have arrived at petrol station in Oman. In Oman, credit cards are accepted at petrol stations. Even if we pay in dirhams, they will return the balance amount to us in Omani Riyal. In some petrol stations, they do not accept dirhams. So, when you leave from UAE, convert to Omani Riyal and take it. Petrol stations are very limited after Ibri. So whenever you see a petrol station, make sure to fill up the car tank. In Dubai, even at the outermost petrol stations, there are many eateries. But in Oman, there are only a few eateries at some petrol stations. They are not available at many petrol stations. So it is better if you bring some snacks with you. When you go out, make sure to bring snacks for the kids. A power bank, medicine, a water bottle, mobile charger and other essentials. I have uploaded a video on how I packed my travel bag for Salalah. I will provide the link in the description box. If you want, please check it out. Here in Oman, the speed limit is only 120 km per hour. On some roads, the speed limit is only 80 km per hour. There are many hidden cameras are here. My husband took the car in the morning to get it serviced because we would be driving for a long time. We will be traveling for almost 19 hours continuously using the AC, which can cause the engine to heat up quickly and potentially lead to issues. To prevent any problems, the car was serviced in the morning. So, to prevent any problems, the car was fully serviced and brought it here. We crossed the Oman border and after a while, we inquired about hotels. But there were none available. Perhaps because it was night time. However, in Ibri city, there were many hotels open even at night. Just 5 km from the city, there were hotels and shops available. After that, there were no hotels available until we reached the next city. In such situations, it is best to eat in the city or take food parcels with you. We did not have any plans to pack our food before leaving. Suddenly, my mom brought some curd rice and pickles at the last minute. Since my mom and I are vegetarians and we were traveling at night time, we were unsure if we would find vegetarian food. In case we could not find any, we had the curd rice as a backup. After crossing the Oman border, we searched for hotels, but we could not find any. Then we parked the car at a spot, shared the curd rice that we had brought and ate it. I had a good meal and fell asleep shortly after. The kids also fell asleep. Since it was night time, we did not know much about the city. We just looked at the map and kept traveling. Please avoid nighttime travel because this is a one-way road. Many places along the road do not have street lights. The nearest street lights are only about 5 km from the city. After that, there are no street lights. If you are driving alone, you can stay in a city and plan to travel the next day. It will be easier. On this trip, my husband is the only one driving. If we travel for a long duration, around 19 hours, it will be very difficult to drive alone. In a big city like Ibri, there are many hotels. My husband woke me up and said, "Get up, we have reached Ibri city. There are many hotels here. We can eat here." But we had curd rice, so we were full. We slept well and we are not hungry, so we were very sleepy and could not eat. My husband and son did not eat well, so they went and had chicken shawarma and juice. We left Ibri and my son also fell asleep. I also slept for a while. Only my husband was awake and driving. After some time, they got tired of driving non-stop. They asked if they could park the car somewhere. We said okay. We left Dubai at 6:30 p.m. When we parked our car at the petrol station, the next morning it was 1:30 a.m. So my husband drove continuously for 7 hours. Since it was night time, he got tired. The kids were sleeping while sitting, but they were not comfortable. So we rearranged the car seats so that the kids could sleep comfortably. We helped the kids lie down and then we sat in the front seat. I slept well when the vehicle was moving. However, once the vehicle stopped, I could not sleep at all. Even though the air conditioner was running, I still could not sleep. I started sleeping at 4 am. The AC was on the whole night. My husband woke me up at 6 am. He said we should start driving to Salalah early to avoid the heat and make the journey easier. We agreed and started the car from the petrol station. The kids and mom were still asleep. They were just sleeping. We began our journey. I slept for about 2 hours, but my husband didn't sleep at all. It was difficult for him to sleep in the car seat. He could not sleep at all. My husband told me that he would rest after we reached Salalah. Then my kids woke up at 8 am. They did not eat much during the night, so they were hungry when they woke up. We were looking for a hotel along the way to stop and eat, but we could not find any. However, we found a Kerala restaurant at the next petrol station where we were going to have breakfast. The food was good and the price was also reasonable. After having breakfast, we continued our journey. Both sides are desert with the road in the middle. As it was afternoon, the weather was very hot. The temperature outside was 42 degrees Celsius. We set the car's AC to maximum cooling. In minimum cooling mode, the air condition only came to a certain extent. No matter how much we adjust the air conditioner, the minimum amount of air we receive remains the same due to the extreme heat outside. The surroundings are desert with no trees or plants, so the temperature outside was very hot when we got inside the car. Therefore, we could travel at night in this hot temperature. The disadvantage of traveling at night is there are no street lights and it is a one-way road. The journey was smooth and easy. The temperature is gradually decreasing. The temperature reached 29 degrees Celsius when we reached near Tumrait. While my husband was traveling, he fell asleep before reaching Salalah. So he parked his car and went to wash his face. When he came back, it was very windy and he could not stand there. We also wanted to get out and see. As I mentioned, it was very windy. After I got out, the kids also wanted to get out. So they also excited the vehicle. As my husband mentioned, the wind was very strong. We could not stand still. If the kids had been there, they would have been blown away by the wind. The wind was very strong, but we were enjoying it. Since the cars are moving very fast, we have to be very careful while standing there. We could not manage the kids, they were running here and there. So we just stood there for a while and enjoyed the breeze, then we left. Now we are going to start climbing Salalah Mountain. Here the temperature is only 24 degrees. This place is very nice. As soon as we saw this place from the car, we parked the car and got out. There are a lot of camels here and there is a cool breeze. There were a lot of camels here. We are enjoying the cool breeze and exploring the area. We took a lot of photos here. When we travel in a car like this, we can park the car in our favorite spot and explore the surroundings. This is an advantage of traveling by car. This place was very cool. It felt like the clouds were passing right over us. We had a great time here.
நம்மள தாண்டி மேகம் போகுது, நம்ம மூஞ்சில அப்படியே மேகம் அடிச்சுட்டு, அதனால தான் அந்த சில்னஸ். செம்மையா இருக்கு.
Now we are going to climb Salalah Mountain. As we ascend the mountain, there is a drizzle and fog. This is the entrance of Salalah. It is currently 1:30 p.m. Look at how foggy and drizzly it is at this time. When we pass through the Salalah gate, they will give us some instructions. We have to follow them while driving. The hazard lights should be on and we should stay on the left side of the road. They mentioned that we must drive within the speed limit. Therefore, we have to follow these instructions while driving and maintain a slow speed. This is the afternoon. It is very foggy and drizzling now. If it is as foggy and drizzling at night, we have to consider how challenging it will be to drive. Since it was very foggy and drizzling here, the road was not very visible. Since it was foggy and drizzling, visibility on the road was very limited. We had to follow the car in front of us using the hazard lights. It was a bit challenging to drive. In Salalah, the monsoon season starts in June and lasts until the end of August. Here in Salalah, they celebrate the Kharif festival. Until we reached the top of the mountain, there was fog and drizzle. However, we arrived in Salalah City, there was no fog. Now we have reached Salalah City. It is 2 p.m. now, so we are going to have lunch first and then look for a flat. Let's go and eat first. Salalah has free parking everywhere. We do not have to pay for parking anywhere. We have to come to the Annapurna Hotel for lunch. They have a special offer here, an unlimited buffet for 1.5 Oman Riyal per person, which is equivalent to 15 dirhams. This offer is not available daily. They have it occasionally.
அவ்வாக்கு ஒரு பட்டர்ஸ்காட்ச். உங்கள் 2 பேருக்கு என்ன வேணும்? சரி, ஓகே, எடுத்துக்கோ.
Fortunately, they had this offer on the day we visited. The food was good. We enjoyed our meal and now we are going to look for a flat. There are many Tamil restaurants in this area. There was a Udupi hotel near Annapurna and a Tanjavur restaurant near it. There are several Tamil restaurants nearby, so we are looking for a flat in this area. They have displayed the phone numbers on boards outside each building. We parked the car and called those numbers to inquire about flat availability. If they had vacancies, we could visit the building, and if not, we would move on to the next one. When we called and inquired about most of the flats, they were all occupied. Currently it is the peak season, so most of the flats are full. When we went a little further, they told us that a 2-bedroom apartment was available. So we went to see the flat. It was nice, but they asked for 35 Omani Riyals to stay for a day. The flat we saw earlier was 25 to 28 Omani Riyals. This was a little more, so we went to see if there were any other flats available nearby. After we left, they said they would give us a flat for 30 Omani Riyals. On the way, we saw another flat. This one was bigger than the one we saw earlier. They said the price is also lower. It is a 2-bedroom flat. They said they would give it to us for 20 Omani Riyals for a day stay. Since it is peak season, it is 20 Oman Riyals. If it is the off season, they will give it to us for 10 Oman Riyals. We liked this flat and the price was reasonable, so we booked it. That's it, friends. I will end this vlog here. I will meet you in the next vlog. If you liked this video, please like, share and comment. Don't forget to subscribe to Malarkarthick channel and click on the bell icon. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay.